All right. And good afternoon. Today we are talking about Rye Crossing, and I have with me Tami, Kersey, and Joann Strutt. They've been in the industry 20 years. They've been with D.R. Horton for 10 plus years, working at Rye Crossing. Welcome, ladies. Good afternoon.
Hi.
Hi, thank you for having us.
Pleasure, my pleasure. Can you give me a little overview of the development? What makes it unique compared to others in the area? I know there's a lot of potential going on up Rye Road, and you guys are right there in the thick of it.
What's so unique about this community is we are 8 minutes to the hub of Lakewood Ranch,
Mm-hmm.
and it's an easy drive, yet we have pricing much lower than Lakewood Ranch.
Yeah, you know
Because
what, Lakewood Ranch,
technically,
it's a nice community.
geographically, the addresses here are Parish. So just to back off of what, or tack on to what Joanne was saying, we're very close to Lakewood Ranch. You're going to be doing all your shopping, everything in Lakewood Ranch, but yet we have the Parish prices, which is nice.
Mm-hmm. So the proximity is still close, and you're going to get the same quality, but you're not having to pay for the zip code.
Exactly.
So what kind of properties are available?
We have anything from 1,672 square feet up to 2,600 square feet.
Okay, so
So
pretty
one
good
story,
range.
2 story, very good
All
range.
all single family or villas too?
All single family.
Okay, all single family, but
And then,
multiple
Jim,
stories
the other thing
possible.
too, whenever we start our second phase, which should be in the next couple months, it's going to be nice because Horton has different series,
Hmm.
and we're considered in here what we call an express series. That means they're all exclusive. You get everything. But we're going to be offering floor plans that this division has never offered. So we're actually going to have express homes, single family homes with
Right.
3-car garages in here.
Okay. Nice. So it'll be a little variety from what's been in there before. So the option to maybe be a little different, but also expand on some options that weren't available.
Yes.
Great. What's the starting price? What's our price range for the community?
So we're going from the mid threes to the mid
Okay.
fours.
That's
So
fantastic
very
price
well
point for that
priced.
area. Yeah. I think
Yes.
that's something that hasn't been enough of that in the area. So having that available,
Right.
especially that location, is going to be phenomenal. What other additional costs or fees are we looking at? HOA, CDD, any maintenance fees?
There's going to be no mini maintenance fees in here. Right
Okay.
now, our amenities are under construction. So we're
Right.
probably looking at another 9 months before they're going to be finished. So the HOAs are $90 a month.
Oh,
The CDD is 1843 a year. But the amenities are going to be spectacular. It's what I call the inexpensive amenities. We're going to
hmm.
have the pickleball, dog park, fitness center, the resort style pool, volleyball playground, tennis. Yeah, tennis
Yeah.
courts in here. And then we're going to have two also, everything's private and gated with two entrances in and out, which is really
Okay.
nice.
It'll set it aside, but you have everything there. And
Mhm.
then if not, then you're only 10 minutes away from Lakewood Ranch. And that's really only what, 240, 250 on average a month of HOA plus the CDD.
Right.
So that's really reasonable for the area. How large is the development in terms of homes and in acreage?
So we'll have a total of 431 homes.
You got a couple of phases. So there's going to be some open area, some green area with a little over 400 homes. And you said, how many phases are there? Just two, or is there going to be another phase after that?
With 400 and something homes, I would probably guesstimate that we're going to have probably
Three.
three phases.
Okay.
But in here, they're like around our amenity center on the remnant that they've given us, it has golf cart parking. If they have golf cart parking, it's going to be highly encouraged for sure. So there should be walking, biking trails, golf cart trails, and stuff in here
Right.
as well.
Yeah, I think
The
that's a
other
new Florida standard. You got to have a golf cart.
the other part of our phase two and phase three is we'll border on Rye Preserve, which is a really nice walking
Oh,
park.
yeah. Yeah, that's beautiful over there. What kind of timeline are we looking for? The timeline for building a home, and then the timeline, when are we looking to bring a home to somebody? What's their typical window?
I think right now the best way to answer that is with D.R. Horton's financial strength. We have homes in all phases. I
Okay.
have a home that I can close you in 30 days, or I have a home that's four to 5 months out. Really, like I said, with D.R. Horton's financial strength, they're keeping inventory on the ground.
So that kind of opens it up for anybody, if, hey, we're going to be down there in 4 months. Great. Here's what we could look at. Hey, we're going to be down there next week. Great. Here's what we can look at. So it gives some options for anybody coming down. It doesn't have to be, hey, I don't want to come down and buy a house because then I got to rent for 9 months. We can pretty much do
Right.
everything.
Exactly.
What kind of warranty post-sale support is going on? And then I'm assuming D.R. Horton's running the HOA until we get that last building, and then it'll slide over to the HOA.
D.R. Horton runs the HOA until the community is 90% closed, and then they turn it over to the community. Right?
Okay. And then we talked a little bit about its location, but what else is close? I know there's a school right there on Rye Road. I know there's another school being built over on off of 64. So we've got a couple things going on. Any idea of or what else is coming out in that area? I know you've got the Rye Preserve right next door, Lake Manatee and their convenience.
Shopping was within 10 minutes, and UTC Mall, University Town Center, within 20 minutes. And word on the street is going north of us on between 675 and Rye Road. They're going to be building possibly a mini Lakewood Ranch visitor center, shops, dining, and those things.
Okay. Yeah, I know they've got a couple of commercial spots going along up Rye Road. And then the developments going on when we look at what's nearby. What are we, 30 minutes from the beach, probably under an hour to Tampa or Sarasota Airport with traffic. So really a great location to come in and out and then find anything you need in the area.
And also, Jim, too, we're right here by Lake Manatee. We have a state park right here. So anybody that really likes to do hiking, fishing, canoeing, that's a great place to go. And then, too, a lot of our families come and they still have like parents that are RVing. So it's also literally right in your back door, not even 5 minutes away.
And then the nice thing, having those open areas, you're not having developments built on top of state parks and that area. So you're going to have all that stay open.
All that green space.
Yeah, perfect. You mentioned a little earlier, but what kind of incentive special offers? Obviously, as we put this out here, we're talking in September of 24. But what's going on now to entice that buyer to come in?
As of today, Horton just rolled out, and we have different levels of construction. So obviously the closer the home is to being completed, the better deals you're going to get with any builder, I would say. But today Horton is rolling out a 3.99 30-year fixed rate, and that's at Horton's expense. We're not charging the buyer. As Joann mentioned while we were talking, there's going to be some qualifications, obviously, that the buyers need to meet. And there's other options. We have a 4.5% with some flex cash. So really any buyer that comes in here, if they need, for example, they don't quite have all of their closing costs, then we could maybe do a 4.5% and then have some flex cash. The biggest thing too we're running into is people don't want to buy out of their leases. They feel like because they've signed a new lease that they're stuck in that lease. And that's not necessarily true, because with the extra incentives that we have, especially with the flex cash, we can give them that to pay some of their closing costs, releasing some of their funds to buy them out of leases. So people just don't think they think they're stuck, and they're really not.
Oh, that's good, because that provides flexibility to tailor it based on what they need or what the individual needs.
Yes, yes, we have more. They need to come and see us.
Yeah,
we got tons of options.
Talking about options, let's talk about what's some of the personalization that we can do to homes. It's not necessarily a full custom build from the ground up, but what can we personalize? What are some of the options for buyers coming in?
So the good news is we make it easy.
Extremely easy.
We don't have any options.
Okay.
We have really nice decorative features that are added to the home, as in granite countertops, luxury vinyl flooring.
Yeah.
The home is very well appointed. And then after you close, you can come in and personalize it that way. Sure. And that's how we can keep our pricing low.
But we're giving them everything.
Yeah.
We're giving them the washer, dryer, refrigerator, blinds on the window. We're even including the smart home package, which a lot of other builders are charging for. So they can fully run their home off of their phone.
Yeah. You know what? That's a great point, because that's really where uh, we're in the 21st century. That's where it's going. If you have to go back and retrofit your house, that can be quite expensive, especially if you're running any kind of wiring through the walls, whatever. So if that's all done up front, that's a great feature. So then they have the ability to come in and go, listen, I'm looking for one of the 2-story houses. You go, here's what I've got. Come in and take a look at it. And then obviously, and people forget this. We make a big deal. Oh, I don't like the color on the wall. Well, then paint it. That's not a structure problem, right? So that's a great that everything's taken care of, and they can come in and just move in and be living as we go forward.
Like we like to tell them too, we're basically giving you a blank palette. You make it your home.
Mm-hmm. Let's dig into some of the amenities. Now, you talked about a resort style pool they're building there, pickleball. What is going on that we can talk to with people if they want to come in? Is there a pickleball league, or is there going to be anything like that set up and structured?
Not as of yet, but I'm sure once we get that phase 2 started and that up and running, we will start clubs.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Every community that both of us have been in, once we see, especially the minis getting finished, we see seniors doing their aerobics in the pool. Yeah, they start their own little Facebook community pages. They have food truck nights. Oh, definitely. There will be all kinds of activities. We see a lot for kids too in summertime.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that you really just have to have a couple of people in there. It's hard to have a club for one as you're starting. Are there any restrictions or guidelines that they need to be aware of? Any pet policies or any rental restrictions that they would need to be aware of?
We do have a 3-pet policy.
Okay.
So 3 pets. Rental restrictions are twice a year. Okay. We don't want Airbnbers in here. And this community, we probably have 65 homeowners here now, right?
Okay.
And it's becoming a very close-knit community. It's very, what word would I use? It's very comfortable. The neighbors starting to know each other. People are talking. People are walking strollers at night. People are walking their dogs. It's just a very comfortable community.
They're picking up each other's kids from the bus stop in the front. I've noticed that. Yeah.
Nice.
There's a grandfather in here who already has a golf cart, and he's picking up kids. So it's
I'm sure everybody's running to be on the golf cart too.
Yeah, they are.
That's one of those nice things when you're into a community, especially when you're in the front side of it. As you see it grow, you have that ownership that you were there when it comes up and, hey, Bob moved in here and Mary moved in there. So that builds that tight-knit community, which is a lot of fun.
And I think that's what both Tami and I love about new construction, the beginning of a community, starting with the home buyer number 1, then home buyer number 2. We get to know these people and they become family, and then the whole community unites. So that's the best part about doing the job that we do.
It is. It really is.
So what do you want to tell anybody that's listening and that's thinking about coming down here? What is it about Rye Crossing they should come see you and take a look at the community?
I would tell them that I would think don't wait. Don't listen to what you're hearing on TV. Don't wait. Now is the time to buy. And I would say, because we have all stages of life. I mean, come see us. I mean, if even a year out, you need to come see us now. We can help you.
And that's what Tami and I pride ourselves on, is helping people. We help you. Everybody has a different situation. Everybody has a different plan. With both Tami and I's expertise, we can tailor to what our buyer is looking for. Give us a little bit of information and we will help you figure out if this is the right or wrong community for you. And if it's not the right community, then we will direct you towards the one that is right.
Yeah, perfect. That's the biggest thing. And then, Jim, too, we've had some buyers that come in that maybe are a year out, and we ask why, and they feel like their credit score isn't just there where it needs to be. D.R. Horton has a program. It's called a Home Buyers Club. There's no fee to join it. You do not have to even purchase a home from D.R. Horton. And they will go in, they will pull your credit, they will look, they will send you reports of what you need to do. I think there's actually a video class now. I think the class is like $35, $40. And so that way, when you say in a year, 3 months, 6 months, I've had 4 people go through the Home Buyers Club. And we had 3 of them that actually went under contract a year before they were even thinking they could.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that helpful side of helping somebody own a home, because it's not, especially for that first time home buyer, it's not easy. It's not necessarily intuitive. And having a helping hand go through it and guide it and then get it, that's fun.
It is fun. And then seeing them get those keys, it's been very rewarding.
That's fantastic. So thank you, ladies, for joining me. I want to thank you again. Rye Crossing with Tami and Joann. If you have any questions, we'll have it in the show notes. Please reach out, touch base with them. But thank you all for joining.
Yeah, thanks, Jim.
Thank you. Have a great day.